Okay, so today we are going to talk about rational exponents. Rational means that it's a fraction. So we're used to seeing exponents that are like something to the third power or something to the fifth power, but rarely have we seen something raised to the 1/2 power where that exponent is a fraction. So when we look at this, I'm going to tell you that 4 to the 1/2 power is the same thing as the square root of 4 to the first power. So this 1 came here, and this 2, even though we don't see it, is right here because it's a square root. So 9 to the 1/2 power is the square root of 9. It's just another way of writing it. 1 is written as an exponent and 1 is written as a radical. 27 to the 1/3, well then that would be the cubed root of 27 because that bottom number, 3, went here. And this 27 is raised to the first power. So today your goal is to be able to understand how to take something that has an exponent that's a fraction and write it using a radical and also going in the reverse order. So if I gave you 5 to the 2/3 power and I asked you to rewrite it using radical notation, the first thing I know is that 5 is underneath the radical. The bottom number 3 is the one that goes here, and the top number 2 is the one that goes here. So this is the cubed root of 5 to the 2nd power. And this can also be written as the cubed root of 5 to the 2nd power. Doesn't matter. More often than not, you will see us write it this way. Okay, so this 6 to the 2/5 power, well, underneath the radical is the 6. The bottom number goes here, and 6 is to the 2nd power. And again, we could write it like this. Either option, again, is correct. If I look at this one here, all of a sudden I see a negative exponent. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of that negative exponent. So I'm going to move it down to the bottom. There's nothing left in the numerator, so I put a number 1 there. And then 2 to the 1/2 power is the square root of 2, and this is what I would expect to see. 12 to the 1/2, well, that's just the square root of 12. I don't need to simplify it right now. We're just worrying about converting it back and forth. Okay, so what if we went the other way? Rewrite it using rational exponents. Now I'm given a radical. I know that it's going to be 7 raised to a power. I don't see it, but there's a 1 on that 7. The root is 3, so this is 7 to the 1/3. Here I get 24 to the 2/3. This one here, this is x to the 3rd. This is a square root here, so this is x to the 3/2. This will give me a to the 7/4. And again, all you're doing is converting back and forth today. You're not worrying about what to do with it once it's converted. And the last example I have here is this whole 5x underneath the square root. Well, I know it's the square root of 5x, so I know that that means to the 1/2 power. But notice both the 5 and the x are in there, so I need to put both of them in a set of parentheses to make sure that that 1/2 gets addressed to both the 5 and the x. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to complete the front side of the 6-1B worksheet. The 6-1B worksheet, only the front side right now. Tomorrow, we will go ahead and talk about the 6-1B worksheet on the other side, the back side. So just the front side today.